What's up, everybody? This is the fourth episode of the Inappropriate Attire podcast coming to you live. Just kidding, it's pre-recorded because we got to do some editing because we're not the greatest talkers right now. But it's gonna be live-ish on February 21st, 2017.
Putting me on a deadline, huh, John?
I am. Last time took him 3 weeks to do the episode.
Well, yeah, because, IRL things got in the way.
IRL, I don't care about that IRL, bro. I've been working so hard.
Yeah, John has been working pretty hard. He's,
This past week, a full 7 days I was working because of how the schedule fell. Now, I'm not complaining because when it's my turn in a month, maybe, I'll get 4 days off in a row.
And that sounds like some epic.
That'll be some epic. Hey, you've been slacking on some other things in life. You want to go work on that? Yeah, I've been a slacker. So it's pretty good. So, Will, what have you been getting into since we last recorded?
Well, I've been working on what field of study to really branch off into college and
in the SKUs.
In the schools.
In the SKUs.
In the SKUs.
In the SKUs.
Anywho, I decided to work to become an auctioneer.
Actionary.
Actuary.
Well, I mean, that's what you told me.
Actuary.
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 I'm saying it right. Actuary.
Actuary. It works.
Awkward silence. The best editing tool ever.
Of course.
Because you took that space, you just delete it.
Shouldn't we not have the one from Dumb and Dumber where it's the better editing tool? And it's just like, would that be better? Or the awkward silence be better for your editing?
Because, fans just turn, they love screaming in their ear.
Love it. That's
especially when they're wearing, earbuds or anything. And just
you gotta have that hashtag headphone alert on the video, and hopefully, they're watching the video, but if they're just watching, if they're just listening to it, then they're screwed, but oh well, they'll get over it.
Yeah, so, anyway, I am going to become an actuary, and it's going to be pretty good, I think. It's going to have a lot of career opportunity.
Good deal.
Able to make a lot of money.
Good deal. Again, it's not all about the money. To all you listeners,
more money.
I've said this before. It's not always about the money. Yes, the money does help, but it's not always about the money.
When I get a $25,000 bonus every quarter, that's pretty nice.
That's more than I make in a year. That's more than I make in a year.
25 grand?
Yes.
I thought you made like 40.
As a cop, yes, but as a CO, no. Especially not for county.
Oh, okay. Because they were talking about how an average auctioneer makes around like $150,000, and then $25,000 for every quarter.
That'd be $250K.
But that's before taxes, and the taxes takes that 25 grand and says, "Here's 10 grand of it."
Well, I mean, I was looking.
I
was looking at. Hey, I was looking at the tax back today. If you make over $250,000 a year, your tax is at like 39%. And I'm still saying $250,000. You take away 40%. How much do you have? You have like 150K. Shut up. That's enough money.
No, my money.
Shut up. That's enough money.
I'm just saying.
That's enough money.
If I work and I work for that money, that's my money.
That's enough money, though. Me, I'm going to be taxed at 15%. Being that it's under $26,000 or something like that. Anyway, taxes are fun. Is that all you've been doing? Because I'm ready to talk about what I've been doing since the last time we talked.
Oh, I'm ready for you because I'm a boring fuck.
Oh, we know that. So, I have been working on getting a retirement set up for myself. That's not really scary. Cool. But yeah, if you want to retire, you should start young because of compounding and such.
Interest rates, inflation, and all that.
Interest rate. Oh gosh, inflation's at 3%, and you know how much my savings account interest is?
How much?
It's like 0.5%. I'm basically losing money, having my money stay in the bank.
Take it out.
That's garbage. That's garbage.
Take it out.
That's garbage. That is despicable right there. Don't worry, I'm taking it out.
Thank President Trump.
No, that's Obama. I haven't checked since Trump, but it's still garbage.
Well,
financial institutions are a joke. But investing, so hopefully that works. What?
I'll be working in that field. Get out of here, Joe.
It's a joke.
Joe Monkey ass.
It's a joke. So, what else have I been doing? Been working as a CEO, moving from the kitchen to a CO spot. And you know what? I can handle it. And you know what? I had to get vocal with someone. And you know what? I think they realized that they were down the wrong track because they had to go talk to this person later. Didn't have a sour attitude about it. If it's me, someone gets in my face, I'm going to have a sour attitude about it. But maybe that's just because I'm not an inmate in a jail.
Maybe he had a warhead or something. They have a sour attitude.
But, I mean, it's all good. So you just got to stand up for yourself sometimes, and it works.
Stand up, sit down, stare, drink, snort.
Stop and stare. I see the music, but I don't know where.
At first, I didn't know the song, and then when you hit the track, when you hit the...
I don't know the song, but I know that part.
Like, I heard that part, and I was like, I've heard that song before.
But I don't know where I've heard it. I don't know the song, period, but I just know that one part.
You know, stupid millennials.
Stupid millennials. We're both the following sort. But, what else happened? Anything?
You've been super busy, right?
Bought a shotgun. Don't know if that was it. Bought a shotgun. Went shooting. Love my shotgun. And we'll get into that later with the video game segment. There's going to be a video game segment, which we should have done this earlier, but we're already in here. Video game segment and a sports segment.
So, if you're a super nerd, watch the first half on the second half.
If just watch both because it's both great.
Or if you're a sports fanatic and you hate video games,
just watch
the second half.
It's good.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it objectively right now. It's good.
It's good. Oh.
Okay. Just got a tweet from my main man, Ryan Llewellyn, talking about the snowball mic that we're using. And he just said, project our voices toward it. So, shout out to Ryan Llewellyn for helping us pick out this mic, which this doesn't have the thing that we were talking about.
Shout out to Ryan Llewellyn. Oh!
Whoa, he does the Cold War cast, and he talks about the Cold War. What?
Nothing.
It's great. You were like getting excited or something.
Yeah, I like Cold Wars.
You like Cold Wars? There's plural of that? Thought there was only...
I love Russia.
Oh, I love the cold air of the Russian excellence. Okay, so let's move on. Because
Trump fucking Putin is like the best thing ever.
Let's move
Actually, it's more like the other way around.
Video games, boy.
Okay.
What are we going to talk about specifically about the video games, Will?
Okay, well, I wanted to discuss how we made our path into the video game platforms we chose.
Okay.
The types of video games that we enjoy playing and why we do so.
Letting y'all know, currently, we are PS4 gamers.
PC gamer as well.
Will is a PC gamer. I don't have that PC technology because mine is old AF, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Old as frick.
Old as frick. Frick is a man who lives down the street from both of us because we live on the same street, right?
Yeah.
And Frick's old as frick. So.
Lives up someone else's ass.
So, I guess I'm going to go first because why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
My first system was a Game Boy Advanced.
Awesome.
It was like a clear blue, kind of one of those ones, the clear blue kind.
Oh, yeah, I remember I wanted one of those.
And I had that one. My sister, I had to save up my money and get it. And I was like 6 years old, and I got some money for Christmas. I was like, I got this. Oh, my gosh. And then my sister got one, and she didn't have to save up any money for it. And she got a purple one. I was like, that sucks. Like, that really sucks.
Smashed it on the ground.
So, I then got a GameCube, I think. I still had to save up some money. I think I got it for like $100 with Mario Kart Double Dash.
Oh, you're a true millennial. You never owned a 64-bit, 128-bit?
Never owned it.
32-bit?
Never owned it.
Oh,
you know
man.
what I spent my time doing? I watched the Disney Channel as a kid. I watched the Disney Channel, the Cartoon Networks, and the Nickelodeon.
Me too, but I also played on Super Nintendos. And...
Never had it. So, what else? Then I got a DS. Got the dog DS. The Nintendogs is a blue one.
Nintendogs.
The dogs would always die. Almost. They're just like, your dog hates you because you haven't played with him. Sorry.
I used to love those Kirby games on the Nintendo.
Man, Kirby games were baller.
They were, man.
And then I had that forever. Got a PSP. Don't know why I had a PSP, but I had one. That was garbage for me personally because I didn't have.
I loved my PSP, man.
I did not have that. So then,
I think I let you borrow one of my PSP games. It was like this, like the robot shooter, first-person shooter game, and like it was really cool because it was multiplayer. It was like the first multiplayer game, one of the first ones on PSP.
I don't know if I ever got to play my PSP with you. I don't know.
Really fun.
It was a Red God of War one. That was cool. But then I have no clue what happened. I think I might have traded it in because that's what you did when you had no job, right? Stupidest decisions I've ever made. But also, I didn't play the games. It was.
Yo, I sold my Super Nintendo and my Nintendo 64 with all my games, and I ended up getting like $50.
It's garbage. Oh, they were wanting my GameCube, and then they were going to give me $10. I'm like, no. That's the point where I was just like, you got to keep your stuff, right?
Yeah.
You got to keep your stuff, or let someone borrow it. I let someone borrow the order after I platinumed it. I would love to play it again, but I'm not.
You mean the movie 1886?
The movie 1886. But I liked it for what it was.
You liked it for what the movie it was?
I liked it for the movie it was. And then my brother-in-law gave me his PS3. That was pretty weird. My mom bought me another PS3, and we sold my brother-in-law's PS3 to a friend. So that's how he got a PS3. And then so I got my PS3. It's still working. It's still baller. And
so
I just
warm and honey. Warm and full of honey.
Actually, I don't. No, it's not full of honey. It's full of
some honey.
Okay, fine.
White honey.
And then that just made me. I played someone's Xbox 360. I didn't like the user interface on it. It just seemed complicated. Like you couldn't find the things that you needed to find. It is just weird. And then the PS4 came out, and we were deciding when we were going to get, me and you, right? Remember?
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I guess I'll get a PS3 because, look, I can share a game with you.
Yeah, we did a lot of game sharing, and that was a big part of our PS3 days was game sharing.
So now we have PS4s, and I had to put in a 2 terabyte hard drive because a 500 gig hard drive on this current generation is a joke.
It's a joke, and I still use the joke.
All right, Will, your consoles, go. And then we're going to talk about the games, the genres. Go.
Okay, so I'm a little older than John.
By like a year.
So,
but he also had sisters who were born in the 80s, so you got the benefit of being a kind of quote unquote 80s baby, but you were born in the 90s, but you got to experience some 80s stuff.
I got to be a full blown 90s kid.
Mm-hmm.
And so my first game system was a Super Nintendo.
Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis.
I remember my dad's friend did bring over a Sega Genesis every once in a while. We would play on that. There was like an armadillo first-person shooter game where you could get run over by the cars, and you were a detective, and you had to like shoot like these balloons, these bubbles, and it was a stupid game, but I really enjoyed it when I was younger.
Okay.
And on the Super Nintendo, I had Donkey Kong Country and Super Mario World and like Mega Man.
Mecha Man! I hate that game.
Mega Faggot.
It's so hard to play. It's so hard to play, man.
I mean, maybe the older ones, But when I was my first Mega Man game, my first game I played was Mega Man 7.
I played Mega Man 1 and 2, and those are hard, and I didn't play up to 7 because that's not on the Legacy Collection. Maybe it is.
It's not. Mega Man 6 is the last game on that Legacy Collection.
Okay.
Mega Man 7 is totally different art style. It's totally different style to it.
Okay.
So it's much faster paced.
Okay.
It's like the motions and the graphics are a lot smoother.
Okay.
Because it's the transition from Nintendo Entertainment System to Super Nintendo.
I know the second one they put in that lag that the system would have to do to be able to process that game.
Uh-huh.
And I hated it so much. I can't play with that lag. It's like, hey, you want to go back to 2006, 7, 8, play Modern Warfare 2?
Sure.
With that lag?
I mean, no.
Do you want to play with that lag that's purposely put in there so everyone can play? Or do you want to play some, 2015 COD Black Ops 3?
I'd rather play Black Ops 1.
Yeah. Hopefully Activision and Call of Duty get their stuff straightened out.
I'll be excited when they make a remaster of Modern Warfare 2. I'll be buying that S immediately.
Just don't have it don't make me buy a game that I don't want to get a game that I do. Don't. Because you know how well that works out? It doesn't work out.
Oh, actually, if they're going in order, they just remake COD 4, so the World at War is next. Sweet.
Maybe they can take off that infinite enemy spawn.
Dude, if they have Call of Duty Black Ops 4 with World at War.
I almost platinum World at War. Almost did. Except for the infinite enemy spawn, that was trash.
Okay, now back to when I was growing up.
Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo. What else did you get?
Now, I never actually got to open the Super Nintendo. It was my sister's. It was theirs. So, it wasn't really mine. So, my first console was actually a Nintendo 64.
Mm.
And I was so happy to have a Nintendo 64 because I've been seeing the commercials. You see, when you're a kid, you see the commercials. The happy kid opening the box, and he he transports into an airplane, and then he's in Star Fox, and then
never saw it, but I can understand your enthusiasm.
Yeah, I was 7, so getting that was super fun and very challenging games. I played Mario Kart all the all the freaking time. Me and my friends would come over and we would play the 4-screen split screen on a small ass TV. It was just split screen hell, but it was fun. You get screwed with your friends by giving them that little bomb, putting the little bomb right in front of them.
Boom.
Yeah, and I just love the N64 has the best memories for me.
Okay. That was a PS3 for me. That was my PS3 because I would always play it, and we would split screen on it. I remember platinuming Resistance 3 with that friend that I sold my PS3 to.
Mm-hmm.
Platinum that game. Oh my gosh, dude. We played Resistance 2 forever.
Okay, so my next console was the PlayStation 2.
Okay.
And it was kind of mixed with the GameCube as well. PS2 and GameCube was kind of the same era.
Mm-hmm.
I switched in between them depending on what game I wanted to play.
Yeah.
So it was my this is when I got nothing else to do kind of thing. But I still enjoyed it. It was still really fun. But it was when you're that age, you want to be outside. And you're kind of outside more than you're inside kind of deal. Especially I lived in a cul-de-sac at that time. Mm-hmm. And we were just around a bunch of kids and just kind of outside, jump on the trampoline or whatever.
Yeah.
Come inside and play GameCube or PS2 or whatever. Anyway, I really enjoyed RPGs and things like that when I was playing on the PS2 because there were so many.
A lot of garbage ones.
There were some bad ones, but there was a lot of good ones.
Okay, I never played them.
So after the PS2 GameCube era, I got a PS3. Mm-hmm. No, I got a Wii. And
that
was fun for a while, but then it got boring. And then back into the PlayStation 3. Well, into the PlayStation 3. I got that for Christmas, and it was such a cool thing because, John, you had it for like a couple years already.
Mm-hmm.
And like when I got it, it was just chaos unleashed because we would play Call of Duty every day after school.
Dude, we were masters. And I remember not wanting to prestige because I wanted to make sure that I kept my weapons, my guns, my stats. I don't know.
I never got to like 20 prestige.
Prestiging is stupid.
I got to like 8 or 9. Like I was like,
here's my second prestige. I'm done. I just can't.
I loved prestiging just because you got to reset and you were just kind of like, they think I'm a noob. And then you get put together with like people who aren't as high level sometimes, and like you just got to wreck fools. It was just great.
Yeah.
And then finally I got my PS4. Like I said, me and John like share played a lot on PS3 days. We wanted to continue that, and because it just helps. It's more economically sound.
When you don't have to spend $60 twice for 2 people to play a game. You spend $60 one time, and guess what? You both get to play that.
Yeah, like me and John have both bought plenty of games on PS4. And
hey, here's Mafia 3, Will. You want to play it? Oh, it's garbage. Oh, I finished it. Well, too bad, because it's garbage.
I got Fallout 4.
Oh, hey, John.
Skyrim Remastered.
Here's Fallout 4. Okay, I didn't finish. Oh, it's Fallout 4. Okay.
You really didn't play it, did you?
I tried.
That
came right out as Police Academy was there, and I did it, and just couldn't get into Fallout 4.
Well, you should try again.
I'm good.
Why?
I'm just good.
You're good. You're just good.
I'm just good. Yeah, that's all you gotta know.
That's
about
called
Fallout.
Excuses, ladies and gentlemen.
That's called life.
That sounds like more excuses.
Oh well.
But anyway, let's continue on with sports.
Sports. Everybody. Okay. So.
Everybody.
Ciao. Okay.
Little John reference for you.
What leagues are your favorite? What sports are your favorite?
I like basketball, and I like football, and I like UFC.
Okay. I like football. I like hockey. And yeah, just that really. Like football and hockey. I like sports to where you can't have one all-star player break out and you're good. You're like, oh my gosh, guess what?
Football has Tom Brady.
But still, you have to have an offensive line to make a quarterback good. You have to have a good assist player for your hockey team to be good. You got to have a good goalie. It's a combination of all the sorts. Like you can have the best offensive, but if you have no defense, you're just going to get run over. Your offense is going to get tired. It's not the greatest. If I'm not wrong, then what am I?
You're not wrong.
I'm right. I like these team sports. Because if you have one good player on a basketball team, you can maybe luck out some wins.
LeBron James.
But still, I don't like basketball right now. I used to be into basketball huge. Like when the Mavericks won their championship.
Oh, that was really cool.
That was amazing. I kept up with it. And then you know what happened?
What?
The league started building all-star teams.
You're trying to make superstars.
Superstar teams. Hey, KD, you want to go play at OKC, never win a championship? You want to go to Golden State? Go to Golden State. What?
Well, yeah, if you're a basketball player, you're going to be like, well, best opportunity for me to
I don't know. Baseball's another thing as well, to where it's just some teams are just not going to be the best. Like, hey, you want to go to Arizona to Diamondbacks?
I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know much about baseball.
It's a more of a stadium game. It's not a let me watch that on a televised thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like you're going to go. That'd be kind of fun, but
I mean, yeah, that's a team sport, but it's just not what you want.
Yeah,
it's not what I want.
Like me, I love fighting. That's not a team sport. But it kind of is a team sport because, like, you have one fighter, and yeah, that's the face of the brand of that fighter. But he also has a team behind him that helps him train to get to that point to where he can fight that other opponent, and that other opponent has a team as well. Like, and the better team wins. Like, because if you have a better training and better, sparring partners,
that's an individual sport, though. I don't understand.
Not really, because you're prepping to become this great fighter. You're helping this guy get trained to a point where you can.
Oh my goodness! It's like, oh hey, you have a better manager for your team, so you're going to be better. I mean, that's the same with everything. I mean, even if you have a better coach, and then you have a GM, and then all that other stuff. So you're going to tell me that it's an individual sport.
If you have a really good striking coach,
sport.
If you have a really good striking coach,
individuals sport. It's not a team sport.
Kind of is a team sport.
Not a team sport.
Not a team sport.
Not a team.
What do you guys think?
Sport.
Type down in the comments below. Is fighting
MMA a team sport or no? Is it an individual sport like, tennis or swimming?
Mm-hmm. I'd say boxing's a team sport.
Boxing is an individual sport. You
train with a group of people.
What's your teams, Will? What are your teams in these select sports? Or in
There's fighting? A lot of camps.
Who is your favorite fighters in the MMA UFC?
I can name you like 30 off the top of my head.
We'll do 2.
Okay. Conor McGregor, Stephen Thompson, Tyron Woodley.
Dos, senor.
I already gave you 3.
I said dos.
Okay. Anderson Silva.
Oh my God.
GSP.
Santos Diaz.
GSP's coming back. You have Nate Diaz. You have. You wanted it.
I said other stuff. You said, oh, hey, I like basketball. I like NFL. And then you're just like, here's 8 fighters from UFC, man.
Well, you said, I bet you can't name 2.
No, I said just name 2. Oh my gosh. Do you see what it's like working with this guy? Do you see it? I don't understand if you see it. Because if you see it, then you would have seen what I'm working with.
Yeah, I think the people understand what I have to work with.
Oh. Okay, who are your NFL teams?
Seahawks.
2 NFL teams.
I like the Seahawks.
Just the Seahawks?
I like the Seahawks, and I can deal with the Falcons.
You can deal with it. Okay. What about your NBA teams?
Spurs and Mavericks.
Spurs and Mavericks. Okay.
I think that's more like a homeboy, like Texas thing.
Okay. What about the Rockets?
Yeah. I like the Rockets.
Okay, so it's just the
I like the Texas teams. I like my Texas teams, like in basketball. But in football, it's different because I'm not a big Cowboys guy.
Okay, for my NFL thing, it's the Bears. I love teams with tradition, and that goes with college teams, and it goes with professional teams. I love the Bears with their rivalry with the Packers. I hate the cheeseheads, the curdlers.
Wisconsin's.
I mean, they got a Super Bowl, so you got something to root for them to get another Super Bowl. I love Brian Urlacher. He's my favorite. When you get that good of a linebacker, it's really sad to see him go. And, I mean, there's just, I don't know, you get a lot with that. And then you also, like I say, you got to like your local team somewhat. The Cowboys. Are they good? Yeah. Do they have one of the best wide receivers ever? Cole Beasley? Yeah. Am I biased because I'm John Beasley? Yeah. Is that okay? Yeah. Is it fun when you have an NFL player who's actually a good player and he's got your name? Do you root for him? Yes. Is that partly why one of the Falcons won the Super Bowl against Patriots? Vic Beasley, linebacker, number 44. Yes, Vic Beasley.
Did you notice some guy's last name was Poole?
I did not.
That made me laugh. I was like, Beasley's on the team, Poole's on the team.
Falcon All-Stars. But then I also won on eBay Cole Beasley autographed jersey. That's going to get framed. Is that amazing? Yeah. Amazing.
It's amazing.
I want a Jordan Howard autographed jersey or football. It's some money, though. It's some money. But, I mean, hey, the Cole Beasley jersey, guess how much? Guess how much?
$150.
$65 shipped.
Dang.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
Boy.
Okay, and what else did I say? Hockey. I like the Penguins. I like Pittsburgh Penguins. Hate the Steelers, but I love the Penguins.
Got the Chicago, though.
Gotta love the Blackhawks. I mean, they're pretty cool.
They're like one of the best hockey teams ever.
Yeah, but still the Penguins. Love following them. They got a really good Facebook account, and that's how I get to know everything because I don't have cable. Do I get to watch hockey games that much? No.
You know, stream online.
I'm gonna have to find a good servers for that. But I like the Penguins. I like the Blackhawks. And do I want the Stars to do good? Yeah. Are they gonna be good? Probably not. But that's okay.
Hockey, I think, is a basis on like a hereditary thing when we were cavemen. We have a distinction for like, you know, where we come from or like who we are. Like we're like, you know, that's me. This is us. You know, we're going against this tribe and that tribe. I think it's a tribal thing. I think sports in general, like team sports, is like
yeah, it is. But directly, but I don't see how you can make
a tribal
distinction to hockey.
Well, because you're supporting, you're this city's blah blah blah.
It's not just hockey; it's other stuff. And then love A&M. I mean, even we're going to college. I don't love college football that much, but I like A&M because a lot of tradition, a lot of history. It's great. So that's been
them Aggies.
Them Aggies.
Used to wear A&M hats all the time.
Yeah, that was back on the war hats. Now I'm wearing Chicago Bears hats.
You wear A&M like shirts, A&M hats, A&M.
And then I got less fat, so got to wear skinnier clothes.
You loved A&M.
I loved A&M. I still do, but it's just hard when you can't get to watch any games or anything.
Yeah.
This has been the 4th episode of the Inappropriate Attire Podcast.
Great segue, John.
Great segue. Gotta go.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.